Hey there, YouTube. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Don't know about you guys, but it is getting warmer by the day here, and I am seeing more and more signs of spring. I was sitting out on the back deck yesterday and saw several big fat bumblebees, which is the first ones I've seen so far this year. And I've been hearing and seeing a lot more birds out walking in the park the last few weeks. So today I thought I'd talk about a little bit of spring cleaning on a raw vegan whole food plant-based diet. And I hope I'm going to have a little information for everybody out there, whether you're fully raw vegan, whether you're partially raw vegan, trying to be raw vegan, a whole food plant-based diet follower, or maybe you're not even vegan. Maybe just starting with one simple change will be the first step to a healthier life for you. But I'm just going to kind of give some different options here. Like, this is something that I'll generally do. I'll kind of lighten up, cleanse a couple of times a year. And just for let me get started real quick for people that may not know me. When I use the word cleanse or cleaning, I use that different than all the other people. I'm not talking about, I don't do juice fast. I don't restrict food. I don't do anything other than eat a lot of good nutritional food. I'm not about restricting in any way, shape, or form. But like I say, you can just take these and take a little bit. You can take a lot of it. You can take all of it. That's up to you. But normally what I will do when I do something like this is the first tenet of my manifesto is I cut out the fat. Now, no, there's nothing. Yes, we need healthy fat. We need our fat. Don't misunderstand that, because somebody will inevitably ask me, what's wrong with the fat? Nothing is wrong with the fat. We need it for our body, for our brain, for our hair, for our nails, for our skin, for a lot of different reasons. But it's not going to kill you to drop the overt fat for a few weeks, and that's what I normally do. And I've been doing this like a couple of times a year for a lot of years now, and it just it lightens the body up, rejuvenates it, gets that little extra oomph kick of energy back in. So I drop the fat, and generally what all that boils down to is just my salad dressings, because that's where I eat the bulk of my fat is in the certain dressings that I use that are either medium or higher fat. There are a few other things like I'll cut occasionally I'll have some almond butter with my nice cream. I'll cut that as well. The one thing I might not cut, and I'll tell you in a few minutes the reason why, is I might keep some hemp seeds in there. But generally when I'm doing this is, like I say, the morning doesn't start off all that much different. Although recently, since my teeth are better now and I'm getting more fruit again, is I've gotten back to eating a fruit bowl. For a long time there, probably the last 6 months, I've either been eating ice cream or having a smoothie for breakfast. You need to chew. I like to chew. So the other day I had a beautiful fruit bowl of bananas, mangoes, and papaya. If you can get 3 good fruits in your area and just chop them up, eat as much of it as you want. In fact, I encourage you to eat a big breakfast of fruits. That is the great way to start the day. It's especially if you have higher water content fruits, like I had the mango and the papaya in there. It's a little bit of hydrating through your food. It's very light, and it's just the best way to break the fast. Maybe if you tend to get hungry mid-morning, keep your morning snacks simple. Just eat a couple of bananas. Lunch, generally you can roll into anything like also another thing. And I'm just going to put out a lot of different options. Like, I'm putting a menu out for you. This isn't a meal plan. Just lots of different options out there. I would say eat a fruit bowl for breakfast. If you really don't feel like a fruit bowl, you can't make one morning, something else more convenient. Fruit smoothies. Or fruit smoothies are great for lunch. Fruit smoothies are good for any time of the day. I use the words because most people think like that, but breakfast, lunch, and dinner really have no meaning for me. I'm just eating at different times of the day. And there's nothing like anything that I might eat first thing in the morning, which would typically be breakfast for people, is something that I would just as easily eat in the afternoon for my last meal. So I'm not really caught up in that whole breakfast, lunch, dinner mentality, and this is what's eaten for breakfast, this is what's eaten for this. I mix and match. So lots of fruit bowls, fruit smoothies. My favorite fruit smoothie because it's easy to get frozen, well, there's lots of frozen blueberries at our Publix here. It's just a banana and frozen blueberries. I'll get my non-frozen bananas, blend with just a little bit of water in there. You don't want to get it too liquidy. And then I'll finish it off with the frozen blueberries until I get until I get it nice and purple and get it the consistency I like. If you're getting mangoes, a nice banana and mango smoothie. I've had some of those recently. But the fruit smoothies are great. I just realized when I was getting ready to do this video, I haven't talked about fruit smoothies recently. It's like most of the smoothies I had during the winter were real heavy, you know, the green smoothies. And I continue with my green smoothies. And so have those fruit smoothies. Have a fruit smoothie for lunch, after your fruit bowl for breakfast. But at some point of the day, get those greens in. Have a salad. Have a salad every day. Like, I'm really feeling good when I have a salad and a green smoothie in a day, but you definitely want to keep those greens coming in. A green smoothie, maybe you don't like all the things I put in my green smoothie that I've mentioned in my What I Eat in a Day videos, but anything you just get in there that gets yourself some fruit and get yourself a lot of greens in there. Bananas and kale, bananas and spinach, bananas and whatever green you might care for. I even used to do bananas and arugula when I was in Costa Rica and was getting a lot of arugula. I did bananas and collards one time, but that's not one for the faint-hearted. It's not the tastiest one in the world, but it's good for you. But lots of smoothies. Eat your fruit bowls, eat the fruit smoothies, eat the green smoothies, and then lots of big salads. Lots of big energizing salads. And I know I'm just beating that point in the ground with the variety, but cut up, you know, everything. You can put anything in there. We're going to start seeing a lot of good tomatoes here soon. Make yourself a salad with lots of ingredients. I think I'm excited about the salad because I had gotten I'd gotten real boring for a while up until maybe 7 or 8 months ago, where I was like just lettuce and one thing and my dressing on there, and now I'm just like cutting up and putting all kind of things in there. Cucumbers, tomatoes, all these hydrating, fresh foods in there. Put your sprouts in there, purple cabbage. I know I talk about those a lot too in my salads, and I'm kind of beating my salads into the ground, like I say, but I can't stress enough like how good that is for you and how good that is for that gut biome to add some of that purple cabbage and some of the broccoli to your salads. And everybody always says, well, my stomach doesn't tolerate that. That's why I chop it up. That's why I chop it up in my food processor. And you get those colors in there. And purple cabbage is just so good for your body. The cruciferous in general is so, the broccoli, the cruciferous, so good for our bodies. You want to be getting those things in there. Try to see how many colors you can get in each one of your salads. If I don't have at least 5 or 6 things in my salads now, I almost feel like they're naked. So big salads, no fat in the dressings, at least for a few weeks. And I'll tell you what, when you go for a few weeks, you'll start getting this energy boost from dropping that fat. A lot of the biggest part of this thing, like I said, is dropping the fat. And it's interesting, I've got a friend that has had a number of health issues. She has had Lyme's disease, and she's had a couple of autoimmune problems as well. And she's very smart. She knows a lot of the science of this healing stuff and what have you. And she's gotten most of her healing just simply from the fat stuff. She'll go through more periods of me than dropping the fat, but she feels like she gets a lot of healing, and that's what's helped her with so many of her health problems. So, and listen, and also too, as I'm talking here, I know I'm jumping around a lot, but like I said, I'm just throwing some things out there for her. But to finish this up and just kind of start wrapping it up into somewhat of a cohesive thing, is just think cleaner. Think of about a 3 or 4 week period of just cleaning up what you do. Depending on where you are, don't try to overshoot. Don't try to do something drastic that you're not going to be able to do, because what happens when people do that is they tend to overcorrect, and then you'll just get back into that whole yo-yoing thing. So just simplify it, eat a lot cleaner, lower that fat, and you'll feel great. But give this a try. Let me know what you think. Anyhow, Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And oh God, today's Thursday. I don't know if I'll get one out to you tomorrow. I think I'll do a weekend video since I didn't get a Wednesday video this week. But anyhow, y'all have a good day. Peace.